Hi, I'm Rich King with Rich King Real Estate and Keller Williams here in Spokane, and I'm very excited to continue this series of videos introducing our premier vendors. And what I mean by that, these are contractors and vendors that I really rely on in my business as I introduce them to my buyers and sellers out there who are looking for the best of service providers, and there are so many different kinds. And one of those that I wanted to introduce today is my good friend Jim Brunner, who is with OneRelo Group and United and Mayflower moving lines. And so Jim, let me just tell you a real quick story about Jim. Jim and I go back about 20 years. Jim and I met in a Dale Carnegie training course. And I think that first of all says an awful lot about Jim, because people who go to Dale Carnegie training courses are extremely driven to be the best that they can possibly be in their lines of business. And so Jim is a leader in his career field. He is among the best that I've ever come across. And I wanted to introduce you to him if and when that time comes that you might need help moving your household goods, coming or going in the city, across the state, or across the United States, or even worldwide for that matter. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Jim Brunner. Jim, thanks for meeting with me here today. And first of all, love to have you just quickly introduce yourself and talk about what a certified moving consultant is, and how did you even get into that business? Because I know you've been in it for a long time.
Yes.
How did this happen?
Well, my parents owned 3 moving companies when I was a kid, so it was naturally that I would be in the business. The certified moving consultant part comes from what was formerly the American Moving and Storage Association, and now it's the American Trucking Association that has absorbed it. The certification is kind of like when you take your real estate exam. You have to have industry knowledge. You have to adhere to a code of ethics.
Oh, yeah.
And unfortunately, it's not a requirement in our industry, and there's actually very few of us, unfortunately. But that means a lot. That means when you're dealing with somebody that's certified, they have been in the business a while, for the most part. They have industry knowledge. They weren't doing something else yesterday. They have to put time involved to earn that credential. And you have to do continuing education to keep that valid. So I've been certified since '99, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what goes into moving.
Sure.
I mean, I know that's a kind of a loaded question. There's all different ways that you can approach that, but I just know for a fact that in just recent months, you've helped my clients, one move all the way to Georgia, I believe it was, and another one to the Scottsdale, Arizona area. Right. So they have different needs and so forth. What goes into all of the moving parts that are moving in your world?
Sure. Well, one thing we look at, the primary thing you look at, is when you have to be out of the house, like if it's sold, and do you have a plan yet to go to a new place? Do you have a closing date? Or are you just thinking about the destination city and you don't really have a plan, but you know you have to be out of your current house because it's sold? And in this market, that happens a lot. And so we have storage options available. We have our storage, we have self-storage, we can do a split delivery at destination if they want to, say, stay in an apartment or a temporary living space for a time till they can either build or find a house. So those are all options. So one of the first questions I ask is, when do you need to be out of your home? And they might not know that yet when they call me, because they might just be starting out, but most of the time they call me because they've sold their house and they have a get out date.
Okay.
And then I kind of work backwards from there. Okay, if you can stay in your house a little longer and you don't have to be out, there's no reason to move right away if you don't have a place to go to, because there is a cost for storage. And if you can move once, it's the best for everybody. Yeah. It's better on your goods, it's better on your wallet, it's just the way to do it.
Yeah.
So just some common questions to start out, and then what their needs are. Are they able to do their own packing? or we can do that for them. Some people want to mix. They want us to pack the breakables and they want to pack the linens and the books and that kind of thing themselves to save a few bucks.
Sure.
So we can really do as much or little as they want.
Yeah. That's wonderful. So you are basically, OneRelo worldwide, United Mayflower packaged together is a one-stop shop. You do it all then.
We really do. We do from moving somebody across town to across the country, all around the world. We have 3 shipments on the water right now coming from locations like Australia, South Africa, Brazil, and they're coming, some of them are coming to the United States, others are not. So a move doesn't have to start or end in this area for us to help them. We can also help them with their office moving needs, reconfigure offices, move stuff from your office to your home now if you want to become a home office. We do all of that.
Yeah, okay. Here's the question I know you're ready for. You've got to be, because I know what kind of a sales guy you are, but why are you different? What makes your company better than anyone else out there? Why are you a part of our vendor profile group that I want and need to have to be able to help my clients?
I think just a couple of things really sums it up. Integrity. We're going to do what we say we're going to do. And we have a staff that has all been around for a long time. The key players, we have a couple of move coordinators that would handle the details of the move once the move is set up that have both been doing it over 30 years. Our receptionist, Kathy, her and I have worked together since 99.
Wow.
Dominic, our operations guy, him and I have worked together since 99. So you get a wealth of knowledge from the industry dealing with us. And having agents anywhere in the country too to help them at the other end if somebody needs to have storage or if they go to a mini storage and they need to have help move from that mini storage to their home, we can help them with that.
Yeah.
And so we really are a one-stop shop with lots of experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't tell you how important this is. You know, having a really deep infrastructure put in place with people who have been in their positions and experienced for many, many, many years, and integrity in the way that they do business. This is really important no matter what kind of business.
Absolutely.
But something as important as is helping people go through one of the most stressful experiences typically of their entire lives, which is buying and selling a home and moving your goods, either close or far. It doesn't really matter. Right. That's really stressful for people, and they need to have some total reassurances that whoever's taking care of that knows what they're doing. It's going to really take care of them.
Absolutely. And they say, you know, on the spectrum of stress on a person, they say divorce, death, a new job, and moving. And if you think about that, moving is usually coupled with one of those other stressors.
True.
People get a divorce, they move. People get a new job, they move. Somebody passes, they downsize. So it's a double stressor. It really is. And if I could leave the general public here one piece of advice is don't hire an internet mover. We have a division within our van line called Move Rescue to help people that have hired and given a deposit to unscrupulous movers. They never show up. They're left holding the bag at the last minute. Don't give a mover a deposit. No reputable mover will ask you for one. And that is the tip of the week there. Yeah,
that's good to have. That's really good to know too. So now, how do people get in touch with you? What's the most common way that, what's your process for meeting somebody for the very first time who needs moving services?
Sure. Well, somebody like you would give them my name, or we have a lead generation system through our van line. Repeat customers call in, and a conversation is the best way to start. And then we can set up a time to meet. I can kind of do a quick review of what their needs are based on a little bit of feedback they give me. But my cell number is the best way to get me all the time because I answer that thing if I'm in cell phone range. Weekends, evenings, if I'm not with a customer, I'm answering the phone.
Great.
And my cell number is 509-995-8142.
One more time on that.
509-995-8142. You can call or text me anytime.
Awesome. What about an email address? Best way to catch you that way?
Best way to catch me would be jim.brunner, BRUNNER, at OneReloWW.com. That's ONERELOWW.com.
All right, we're going to have that on the screen right there for everybody to see.
Great.
That, so that's perfect. Really appreciate you being a part of my team in the way that we service our clients together, and look forward to this ongoing and long-term relationship working together and providing the great service that we do. If you have any questions at all about the kinds of services that Jim provides, you've got his contact info, or if you'd like to give me a quick call. Again, I'm Rich King with Rich King Real Estate. My phone number is 509-703-8187, or you can get me at rich@richkingrealestate.com. Thanks so much for watching this video, and if you ever need a mover, this is your guy.
Thanks,
Have a
Rich.
great day.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thanks.